everyone. My name is Yasue Nakajima. I'm very senior here, and I'm going to share how I changed my career to programmer when I was 32, I think. And I was also, what was that? Is it nobody or random? Yes, I was random. It's a good word. Okay. And back to the time when I was 22, I joined Goldman Sachs. You know the Wall Street Bank? So I joined Goldman Sachs in Tokyo. I was not ambitious at all. I didn't have any plan to develop my career in that industry. I joined Goldman Sachs because I was about to become junior in Waseda University. Waseda has a night class at the time, and I'm from the family of a single mother, and I was the only child. So I have to support myself at the time financially. So I had to work daytime. And Goldman Sachs had an advertisement that somebody worked from 7 a.m. to 3:30. And the class started 4:45 that time, so it was the ideal job for me. So I won the position. And there are a lot of like preppies, women, men from the wealth families. Like some my Sayoshi's daughter almost worked for Goldman Sachs, and like Clinton's daughter's husband also there, and it's like the atmosphere. But I was not nervous because only aim was to survive 4 years in college, and that was the my job security as a permanent employee. And I didn't have any working experience other than like temp staff in bank in 1 year because I was 22 and still a college student. And I thought that even I failed in the college, I still could do good in a resume. So I didn't have any career position because at that time I really feel like I'm going to the academic. Like I studied in literature, but what I wanted to study was natural language processing. So I belong to literature major. I worked a lot with science or computer science classes. But my initial plan was to go to the master's after the college, but I had some health condition. It wasn't really that good, and I was not confident to quit the day job and become a full-time student. Because even I didn't have any plan to develop a career, I worked hard because it is something that you require in that type of Wall Street Bank. And I didn't really wish, but luckily I was promoted. I started as a junior assistant to a secretary, then I became an assistant to salespeople, then I became sales administrator who worked closely with fixed income sales and managed for other assistants. And when I quit about that, the dream to pursue the academic career, I had to think about my career path. And I hated to work with sales and traders. I don't know if you ever work with them. They're very arrogant, and clients are very, very arrogant. Those big banks, like those SMBC or those, they're very, very arrogant, and that's a very, very frustrating job. And at the time, I had a chance to work with technology people in project. And they are very easygoing, and they were able to listen to music while they're coding. It's a really dream job, because I had to answer the phone in the one being, or the salespeople yell, "Pick the phone!" That's the condition. So it was very, very ideal. And that time, security was very, very, very nothing about security. So I was an end user. I was able to look at like ID and passcode to log into database production. It's there. So if you know a little bit about the Unix, you can touch script. So I was able to code in Perl and access the database and get data from production. So that was very easy that time. So I thought that I could maybe pursue that career as a technology. And because I did this programming, because I did natural language processing, so I talked to manager in technology, and the manager was, it's a technology who supports the operation system. And he was surprised of my question if I can transit to technology, because there's no example. I was the first time who moved from front or middle office to technology. And he accepted me, and I got interview with him and other developers and the CIO, and I was accepted as a technology, as a programmer. So I started as a bottom. I went to the training course, 3-month training course with newly grads from MIT, Stanford, or those very famous technology colleges. They have like a major or doctor's degree with the computer science. And I survived as a programmer. So I then became a business system analyst and more management type of job. And I think it was worth trying. And if I didn't ask a question if the possibility to become a programmer, I would never be a programmer. I didn't think there was a chance to be there. So I think that what I want to share is that please, if you find any chance to be like your dream job or your job you want, please speak up and maybe ask. Asking is easy. You don't lose anything. So asking, and if you have a chance to step your foot in a door, please try it. Maybe you can find an ideal coding job, but still there are like testers or the IT support, and that would be maybe first step closer to a coding job, and then you can maybe move to that dream job afterwards. And other thing that you have to do is to be open-minded, and because you may find that the coding is not maybe your dream job, but with a coding background, you can have more opportunities in technologies, and you can be that management job with technology background is something is worthy, especially in the current with data science or machine learning conditions. And technology, there's an ending to learning, so please be ready to keep learning everything. And because when I mentioned it was a Perl, and when I started as a developer, it was C and C++, but now it's Java and more other languages. And there were no Ruby at that time. There are many other languages. And even 5 years ago, when I worked in the startup company, Jenkins was the kind of the tool that everybody used, but it's no longer the things that the people really use as much, but there are more other things. So the changes in technology is very fast and lot. So please be ready to keep learning. And that's message from me. Thank you very much.